The smartest thing you can do is to stay away from Terrence. That's the smartest thing.
You're a legendary promoter.
Like Benavidez. You.
He had one leg.
You gonna look like
He had
him with
one
one
leg.
leg.
He had one leg.
I'm gonna make you do the stanky leg. Now stop him. Y'all gonna say he was too weak.
On my life.
And he stayed at 147.
You would not stop
too long.
me. You would not stop me.
Okay. I'm gonna make you do the stanky leg. Stanky leg.
Just give me my props.
So what happened to Errol Spence Jr.? Yeah, you see the title. And salute to manager Marty for getting Victor Conte on the line to give some insight on what happened to Errol, the Truth, Big Fish Spence Jr. It's your boy, Mr. 926, a.k.a. One Punch Man, a.k.a. the Silver-Haired Demon, a.k.a. the Black Mage, a.k.a. I could do this all day. The two-time demonetized champion of the world, Errol Spence, man. We haven't seen Errol Spence in a while. We haven't heard nothing from Errol Spence Jr. And of course, here on this channel, we try to stay updated on what's going on with the Big Fish since everybody seemed to forgot about him. But Victor Conte was on manager Marty's YouTube channel. And salute to manager Marty for getting Victor Conte on and give us some insight on how he feels what happened to Errol Spence Jr. Now, this may be controversial, right? What Victor Conte is going to say, what you about to hear, may seem a little controversial.
I need y'all to get the likes up, man. Get the likes up. Smash the like button. We have 350 people and 95 likes.
Yeah, that's right, man. You heard him. Hit the like button for your boy. Let's see what Victor Conte had to say. Salute to manager Marty.
But before today, Victor, and I'm one of the ones that was confused by him even saying certain things. I was still confused about that. So I'm glad you clarified, that.
Terence is a good guy. Terence is a loyal guy. Now, I'm going to say one more thing that I probably shouldn't say because I don't want to take any credit away from Terence Crawford. But I know something that Errol Spence did before that fight that to me was extremely stupid. And
now, before he say what he's about to say, all this stuff is part of the game.
That is, he got to Las Vegas, and 7 days out from the fight, he decided that he was going to go run 5 miles at Mount Charles at an elevation of 8,000 feet. You should never, ever do that without what they call acclimation. They call it a dose of low oxygen because oxygen at 2,200 feet in Las Vegas might be 19%. But when you get up to 8,000 feet, it's probably 15 or 16%. You can develop what they call altitude sickness. So without acclimating, in other words, doing 2,500, 4,500.
Now, is this stuff too scientific for you? Is this what happened to Errol Spence? Errol Spence himself still have yet to come out with any excuses. However, something like this right here, what Victor Conte is saying, could possibly get people interested in the rematch.
6,500, 8,500, and doing exercise at low elevation, at high elevation or low oxygen, and gradually go up, you're going to get sick. It's going to hamper your performance. It's not going to be in your best interest to do that. Now, I work with a boxer. I'll tell you who he is, Brian Mendoza, who fought Tim Tszyu recently and knocked out the Towering Inferno. Okay, he's a snack fighter. He was tested for that fight. Okay, he was there with the group that ran with Terence Crawford. When they got to the top, they all took a picture, and I talked to them. So I know exactly what they did. Okay, that was a big mistake in my opinion.
Key word, my opinion. So Vic Conte said, in his opinion, one of the key mistakes that Errol Spence made in his preparation to fight Terence Crawford was going in that high altitude a week before the fight. It just didn't work out for him. It just wasn't something that he should have done, according to Victor Conte. Now, in your average person who's an athlete, Brian, you would think that will kind of benefit you, right? training in altitude, right? But I guess you have to get acclimated to that first. You have to do it for a little while first, right? You can't just do it for a few days and then, okay, my wind is a lot better because I've been up here for a few days. No, you gotta get acclimated. Basically, is what he's saying.
Oh, people are looking for what the fuck happened to Errol Spence. I just gave you a clue. Okay.
Wow.
He did something not so smart, in my opinion. It's all my opinion. Not to take away from Terence, because Terence is a great fighter. He's always been a great fighter. He was number one pound for pound before that fight. He continues to be number one afterwards. So I'm just here to be a true speaker.
Yeah, got
Tell you what I know, and hopefully this helps the fans kind of understand what the fuck happened to Errol Spence.
Salute to Manager Marty. Salute to Victor Conte, man. Look, man, go check out the rest of the interview, man. He gives some insight on what the snack program is and what they do and how he do his program. So if you really want some insight on the snack program, because there's a lot of misconceptions, I believe, Victor Conte himself explains it to you in that interview. I'm leaving a link in the description. But yeah, man, look, man, Victor Conte probably is on point by what he's saying, right? Victor Conte probably is on point by what he's saying about Errol Spence made a fatal mistake in his preparation going into that fight. Because let's be honest, you guys, everything is about it. When I say that, that means not just the fight in itself, but your preparation, what you're doing inside and outside of the ring. All that matters, bro. This is not a team sport. Well, it is kind of a team sport. But when you in that ring, you're in there by yourself, bro. And your preparation is just as important, if not more important than the actual fight itself. And according to Victor Conte, Errol Spence made a fatal mistake. Oh, I don't want to use such an extreme word like fatal, but he made a critical mistake in training at high altitude a week before the fight. But I'm gonna get my thoughts on it though. None of that shit would have mattered regardless, bro. I said it once and I say it again. Terence Crawford is always and will always be a bad fight stylistically for Errol Spence Jr. Point blank, period. The thing is, too, Errol Spence didn't show no fatigue in the fight. Errol Spence was in that fight. He was fighting. He was going to fight to his last breath. And he had a whole lot of breath left in him. But Harvey Doc had to stop the fight. Why? Because Errol Spence, he had to save him from himself. Errol Spence wasn't going to quit now. And it's not like it's a situation to where he was fatigued because of the training at altitude. I don't know what it may have done to his performance, so to speak. However, his gas tank seemed to be there. Every time he knocked down, he got right back up. Right back up. So, Victor Conte's opinion, hey, it could be some validity to it. But in my opinion, I don't think it would have mattered regardless whether he trained in outer space, a hyperbolic time chamber, or in heaven itself. It wouldn't have mattered that night on July 29th. Yeah, you guys, tell me what you guys think about this one. What happened to Errol Spence Jr.? Victor Conte just gave you a hint. Like, subscribe, holla at your boy. Peace out.